Oh, whoa! It's scheduled.
Hmm? Hold still, my sweet. I should be singing, 'cause I'm gonna copyrighted. It's raining right now. Can you hear the rain?
Chat,
Hi, Kari.
chat, I'm gonna post a new video.
Yeah, chat, go to my sister's channel.
Chat, it's gonna be
Chat.
it's mesmerizer related.
Wait, you should go into my live right now and like send the link of your channel.
Hold on.
Time to load my start. What in the? Did you not? No, because I literally got copyrighted in one stream because I was playing music.
Bro, I'm trying to look at the videos I'm gonna.
When you open your eyes, you're being stared down by a fat, wet snout. Ah!
Yes.
Oink.
Oh, it's me.
Oh, Waddles, it's you. The plump pig is laying on your chest. And boy, he's real hefty. V-Vuruu! Ah! You jolt up at the sudden voice from above you, sending Waddles falling from your chest into your lap with a squeak. Squeak! You turn to see Mabel, all metal-filled smile and rosy cheeks, barely to contain her glee despite nearly scaring the life out of you. Hey there, sleepyhead! It's lunchtime! Is it? What happened to breakfast? A glance at your phone tells you that you've slept in past noon. Instead of leaving and telling you to get ready
Oh, goody, I got
for the
12
day.
views.
Though Mabel sits right down at the edge of the mattress with you and looks at you expectantly.
Look,
Go to my live.
like,
You can't.
that's not.
You can't use the channel button.
This is not my phone. Then put it in your phone.
So, how have things been going with Uncle Stan? Has he told you about feelings yet? Have you two kissed? You're not sure what you would tell her even if either of those did happen.
Hold on, I gotta put the.
Yeah, Flop's gonna post the video first before Flop's gonna send the link to her channel in the live chat right now.
Oh my god, this block glass ends.
Okay, maybe there haven't been any milestones, but things are going great. All right. What do you think? Absolutely, definitely, and I think you should tell him how you feel. I'll keep that in mind. But can I get changed now? Oh right, silly me. Come on, Waddles. They leave and you're left into your thoughts. With all the hectic supernatural stuff in Gravity Falls that inexplicably often finds itself in or near the shack, you haven't been able to spend much significant time with Stan since your boxing session. You've only found short moments, like a late night game of cards that ran longer than expected because by the end of it, you'd both just left the deck on the table as you listened to him tell a story about this one time you guess that was a significant amount of time. You just never really wanted those moments to end. And just yesterday, Ford came up to you in the kitchen standing with a bowl of cereal in hand that he was apparently in the middle of eating, and basically give you a condescending version of, if you break my twin brother's heart, I'll make you regret it. The bowl of cereal turning out to be 95% marshmallows did not make him seem any less intimidating. You're not sure why he did that. As far as you know, there's nothing official between you and Stan. Besides, Stan and Ford don't even live on land anymore. They'll be setting sail again, exploring the seas and documenting the oddities of the world. From what you've heard about it already, it's intense stuff that keeps them on the move and untethered. And you're no expert, but your car's looking pretty close to done, meaning you'll be leaving Gravity Falls soon. All you can do is hope that you're not leaving with any regrets. Heading out through the back door so that don't disturb Susie's current tour, you round the house to where your car has stood still for the past 2 weeks. Sure enough, there you find Stan, staring thoughtfully into the hood before he spots you and brightens. Hey, how's it hanging, V-Vuruu? Fancy finding you here. Outside your own house, where Ford told me you'd be. What can I say? I'm unpredictable. Never know what I'll be up to next. Your car's almost good to go, as far as I can tell. I'm planning to take her for a real quick test run around town to make sure. Sounds fun. Where do we go? You ain't coming. I don't want you inside if there's an explosion or something. There won't be, but it's a precaution. Okay. But if you're free tonight, I figured we would celebrate. Yeah, sure. What do you have in mind? Can't tell ya. That's just ruined surprise. All you gotta worry is about yourself. Meet me back here in a few hours. And wear your best duds. Stan shoots you a wink, twirling your car keys around his fingers before he turns and gets into your car. Unsure why you couldn't go with him and hang out tonight, you wave goodbye and watch carefully as he revs the car to life. It works, and hey, no explosion. He gives you a thumbs up, which you return, and pulls out onto the dirt road towards town. A handful of hours later, and it's just about time to get ready for your date. Dirt. Stan got back to the shack a moment ago, and through the window you spotted Maple talking to him outside. Though you couldn't figure out what they were saying, you laughed to yourself, and she took his face into her hands, squishing his cheeks and looking him straight in the eye. A cute intimidation tactic, maybe. After rummaging through all the clothes you brought with you for your trip, you're relieved to find an outfit that fits the occasion. It's something flashy? Don't remember why you packed it in the first place, but you're glad to have this outfit now. Feeling good about the outfit you chose, you head outside to meet Stan. You step out into the back porch and are met with his back to you, looking off into the distance. You're about to call his name when he turns into your direction, and your words die on your tongue, speechless at the sight of him. How many? He looks handsome. Your eyes catch on the way the gold chain glints in the light, drawing your attention to his proudly exposed chest, helpfully framed by the cut of his shirt. The buttons almost strain to contain how good he looks, and your gaze follows the line lower to how Stan whistles playfully at the sight of you. Aren't you a sight for sore eyes? You're not so bad yourself. You sure clean up nicely. You give him a once over, as though you hadn't already been looking earlier. Stan's cheeks flush the faintest pink as he scoops out his jacket in response, posture straightening proudly. This look used to be all the rage back in the day. Trends may fade, but Stan Pines has still got it. So where to? Hands in his pockets, Stan nods over to the Stanmobile, a few feet in front of you. Only one way to find out. He offers an arm to escort you to the passenger seat, opening and shutting the door for you before heading over to the driver's side. While you were already looking forward to this, the way Stan looks make you all the more eager. And that alone, it suits him. You watch him, thinking to yourself just how crazy this thing is. Your brain is telling you to go get a grip, but your cheeks are beginning to ache from smiling so much. You can't bring yourself to mind. The El Diablo soon refers to life, and you're on your way. Since you don't know your destination, you're not sure how long the ride will be. Not like you mind at all. You always this mysterious with your dates, luring them into the night with the promise of a good time. Stan chuckles. Nah, only the ones that like being here. Good to know. Besides, you should definitely know what to expect from a driver swinging by now. Do you hear that thunder?
Yeah, Chad.
The unexpected? Bingo. You gaze out the window again, unable to keep the smile out from your face. Another minute or so passes before Stan speaks again. Alright, we're almost there. Close your eyes. Really? Yes, really. And I've got a blindfold in the glove box if you can't keep yourself from peeking. Somehow it sounds like he's not joking about that last part. After what you've seen of him, it wouldn't be a surprise. I'm gonna comment on it. You laugh and cover your eyes with your hands. We can save that for another time. I promise I won't peek. You can't see, but somehow your instincts tell you that he's flesh and red from the head. I know what you are. I mean, I know what I am. I'm the one who's talking. What the fuck?
Oh my god.
You laugh so pleased. You keep your eyes closed for another minute or two as Stan begins to tell you about the one time he was hog-tied and blindfolded by some thugs on the side of a desert road. Just as he gets to the good part about how he had to hitchhike using only his nose and the car comes to a stop. You both hear and feel Stan put the car into park and realize that there's muffled music not too far from you. Can I look now? Hold on. Stan exits the car and footfalls tell you he's walking to your side. In a second, he's there opening the door. Can I look now? Stan chuckles. Unless you can walk with your eyes closed. You open your eyes to see a rundown diner. Reese's Diner to be exact. The building is about as slightly shabby in appearance as it was when you last visited. But the underglowing "We Have Food" sign is endearingly hand-painted banner reading "Disco Night." Through the windows, you can spot energetic silhouettes and flashing multicolored lights. Hardly grandiose, but it's still beautiful. Oh my god, Stan. He takes your hand and helps you out of your passenger seat. What? You don't like it? You remembered. I know you've been dying to see magic I make on the dance floor. Seemed cool to keep you waiting any longer. Tease him. Well, let's see if we can keep you up, old man. Oh, now you're getting for it, kid. Hold on to your socks. Dang! As you step inside, you're greeted by the sight of the dance floor. A disco ball reflects fragments of colorful spotlights all around the room, and even the cow skull above the jukebox has string lights wrapped around its horns. There's a good amount of people here. It's mostly older adults, which is so unsurprising given the music genre, but there is a few younger folks who seem to be enjoying themselves, unironically. You're surprised you don't see Mabel and her friends here. You finally look back at Stan and catch him pretending that he wasn't watching you for your reaction suddenly earlier. You didn't do this all just for me, did you? Nah, it's a monthly thing that I picked up a while back. I lend them some equipment for it every time, but I may have it knocked up a week before. He's smirking. He's so proud of himself. You roll your eyes, but give him a fond smile. Well, let's dance already. Wrapping Stan's hand in yours, you lead him to the dance floor, and he follows eagerly. Alright then. We can start you off with something easy. Now I need to see your moves first. Make sure you're the real deal. Got any requests then? Foxtrot. I'm not the young buck I used to be, but I still got some Lindy Hop in me. Isn't that a different dance? That's not the point. So you're not gonna throw me around like a rag doll. Got it. Please, I'd never do that in public, unless you ask nicely. And you dance before you know it, the song has passed, and then another, and then another. You're not sure. You weren't too sure at first, and Stan's actually a really good dancer. He's light on his feet and he's definitely got some rhythm. He knows just where to guide you, how to hold you. Oh god, you hope your hands aren't sweaty. Are you sweaty? Your face sure feels hot when he shoots you a wing before landing you in a half turn that lands your back flush against his chest. You're keeping up pretty good, bro. You having fun? He asks low in your ear in a way that makes your heart flutter as you sway together. Damn! Only because I have such an amazing partner. I could say the same thing. Stan laughs and brings you to face him, but the song ends only seconds later, and he releases his hold on you. It's a slow song, and Stan raises his brow at you questioningly. Take initiative. Of course, you want to continue. Laughing, you take his hand in yours again, guiding it to your side. Stan beams and brings you closest to him. You're about to rest your palms against his chest, but change your mind and rest them on his broad shoulders. You're almost nervous to look him in the eye, but when you get a when you chance a glance upward, you're pleased that was what you see. You've been close before, intimately even, but this is a whole new ballpark, face to face, moving slowly as one, nothing to distract the one from the other's gaze. You try not to think about how good he smells or how comforted and electrified his hold makes you feel. And you definitely try not to think about how slight lean forward and would easily bring his lips to yours. Damn you. Damn. The thoughts are just creeping in. The song changes again. Almost too soon. You think that, but Stan just picks up his tempo to match, keeping your proximity the same. By now, you don't even have to look at your feet. Hello, new viewer. Go to the terrarium. Hello. By now, you don't even have to look at your feet. The pace quickens, and that's what she said, and you both get caught in it. A swing, a twirl, another swing, and you're dipped in Stan's arm so smoothly that it takes you a split second to realize why you're nearly upside down. Stan's grinning down at you, panting from the intense bout, holding the tip. Damn! Ugh! Hey, can you help me?
What?
Which one?
You're not ready for this.
You're not ready for this! I'm pretty sure I already have like a near perfect playthrough because I've been looking through a guide because I don't want to mess up again. Stan glances at you and lifts for a split second, but it's enough to tempt you, and you do the same. Maybe it's still romantic in you, but you can't help yourself. Heart thumping in your ears, you lean up, meeting him in a kiss. He makes a noise of surprise, which turns you into one of a contentment as he kisses back. You part for a moment, and Stan's eyes are wide of excitement, grin bigger than you've ever seen. Before you can kiss him again, he brings you back into his arms to finish off the dance as the song ends. A quick glance around the room lets you know that most of the surrounding patrons were watching the two of you dance. They look away as you notice, some whispering and some getting back into their own technique. Damn! People are watching! It's Stan who speaks first. You hungry? Not what you were expecting, but you're kind of relieved he's keeping the mood light. I thought you'd never ask. Great, my treat. Kid, pick anything you want. Of course, the place he's most generous at is a diner whose most expensive entry is $20. Lucky for you, I only want a price and a shake. Sounds perfect. Yeah, I would get that, bruh. I would get that. Instead of waiting for a server to come by, Stan goes straight to the counter to order. You sit down in a pleasantly unsticky booth to wait for him, and notice that Stan left his jacket on the seat next to you. In no time, Stan returns with 2 orders of fries and 2 shakes. He grins when he sees his jacket draped over your shoulders. Hope you don't mind, I was feeling a bit chilly. Nah, that one looks good on ya. And it's not wet this time. He sits, sliding in right next to you. It's been a long time since I got fries and shake from an old diner. Not usually something people my age do, I guess. You're different. From what I've seen, there's a lot about you that's unlike other people your age. Stan looks down at his fries instead of meeting your eye. Is that a good thing? You'd think I'd be here if I thought otherwise? He makes a non-committal sound and takes a thoughtful swig of his shake instead of answering. Since you brought it up, what is it? What's what? Your age. He shakes his head, smiling. You don't want to know, kid. Of course I do, that's why I asked. But don't worry, you don't have to tell me. Stan purses his lips, expecting to be some sort of catch. I don't really care. I was just curious. Figured I'd ask. You already know mine, and nothing's stopped you from asking me out. I'm sure it'll come up eventually. Damn it, I need to charge my... I'm pretty sure this is the last one before goodbye gravity falls. There you go, charged. Okay. You say it so slightly, picking at your fries for a good first bite. Stan simply stares at you for a moment, like he knows you have a point. He shakes it off and turns back to his food. Ready to dig in properly, you take a fry and dip it into your chocolate shake. Yeah! Yes! Of course it's chocolate. At least you're doing something. Stan, handful of fries ready to be shoved into his gravy mouth, looks at you and like you just screamed bloody murder. What? Did you just... What, you've never tried it? No, of course not. It's delicious. Perfect mix of sweet and salty. For real, for real! Stan frowns. Don't knock it till you try it. He scoffs, picking up a fry and dipping it into your shake instead of his own and pops it into his mouth. His eyes widen as he chews, silent until he swallows. That's actually not half bad. See? I'm gonna steal one of his fries. Seizing moment, he's off guard. You reach over and snatch a fry from his plate. Hey! Payback! Stan picks up your shake and takes a big ol' swig. Hey! He sets it back down, licking his lips triumphantly. He missed a spot though. There's a bit of chocolate left on the side of his smirking mouth. Wipe it off for him. Hey Stan, you've got some... You lift your hand to his face and wipe the chocolate away with your thumb. His breath hitches at your touch. When you absent-mindedly lick the chocolate away... What the heck? When you absent-mindedly lick the chocolate away, he's nearly beat red. And just like that, Stan leans forward, meeting your lips with his. The kiss is sweet, in more ways than one. The taste of salt and sugar combination well familiar and excitingly new. That's... wow. Yeah. You could sure get used to that. Yeah, this is way more fun than fourth route. But fourth route was fine. Ugh. The two of you part, eyes wide. A delighted laugh escapes from you, and Stan joins in. Hey, you wanna get out of here? Lead the way. Soon you're back in the old Diablo, engine purring to life as Stan out of the little parking lot and onto the main street. With the way that he drives, you honestly don't know how he keeps his car in such good shape, even with his mechanic skills. But eventually, your speed becomes reasonable as sand transitions from the asphalt road to dirt. You're left to realize your clicking pulse isn't due to his driving, but from anticipation. You're taking me for some late night errands again. Nah, thought we could just see where the road takes us. You know, for a small town, it sure is huge. Tell me about it. This forest is more of a trap than a shack. Hmm? That's debatable. Ha! I'll take that as a compliment. I mean, it's grown on me, like a fungus. Sure, but it has. But I'm not the kind of guy who hikes trails or draws gnomes. That's my brother. I'd rather be in the city than the woods. Way fewer bugs, more people to pickpocket, and not everyone knows my face. So then, how does someone like you, end up in a place like this? You said you were from Jersey, right? I know everyone else has gotten here, but not you. Stan sighs, as if a weight of his whole life story lies within that question. Luckily, he humors you. Long, and I mean long story short, my brother and I had a falling out when we were kids. High school. I got kicked out and barely talked to him or my parents for 10 years. I moved here and spent those years bouncing from state to state. Oregon was one of the few I haven't been banned from. How many states are you banned from? Wow. You're telling me. Then one day he dropped me a line, asked me to come here. I came thinking he wanted to make up, at least talk things out, but he was in a bad place. Basically told me to get lost. What? That's awful. Yeah, well, we both made our mistakes that day. We fought, said some things, threw some punches, and I suppose now that you know this weird town is telling you. I accidentally pushed my twin brother through the cosmic portal in the basement, leaving him to fend for himself and hop through dimensions for the next 30 years isn't as crazy as it would normally be. Your mouth is just agape. Seriously, you think your jaw might be on the floor. Close your mouth, kid. You'll catch flies like that. What about you? Hmm? You said Ford went through the portal for 30 years, but what did you do during that time? Is that what you made start the shack? Oh, yeah, like I said, I came here because Sixer asked me. But once he was gone, I didn't have anywhere to go. And I wasn't gonna leave till I got him back. Did he really spend 30 years of his life trying to get his brother back? That's dedication. Story started the mystery shack. The locals thought I was my brother and like the mysterious scientist in the woods shtick, so I had to roll with it. Wait, so you had to pretend to be Ford too the whole time? Only in name, sweetheart. It's a good thing I always went by Stan anyway. Let me tell ya, Stanford Pines was never cooler than he was me. Caught off guard with your absolute shock, you erupted in laughter. Okay, that I can absolutely believe. By now, it feels like you've been driving for a good while. You're starting to wonder if Stan really does have no idea where he's going. But the thought stops in its tracks as the car makes its sharp turn on a diverging path. You catch the slightest glimpse of a wooden sign reading, "Do not enter." Stan, where are we going? Relax, bro. I know what I'm doing. There's this real hot spot up ahead on the cliff's edge. Let's see the whole town and the horizon and everything. Real picturesque. That sounds amazing. The car suddenly jerks left, and there's a troubling bump as you go over the large redwood root. That is, if you don't die before we get there. Sorry, kid, that wasn't my blind spot. It's pitch black outside, Stan. Everything's a blind spot. Alright. Hold on. One more jump and we're in the clear. Hold on. You grasp the back of your seat in one hand, the car's door handle with another, unsure of how big the bump he has in mind. It's worse than you expected. Sun accelerating enough that you swear the wheels have left the ground, until landing hard enough that Stan finds it necessary to brace you down with his own arm, keeping you from slamming your head into the dashboard. Ooh! The Stanmobile pulls up to its destination at the cliff's edge. Just as Stan said, you have a perfect view of the whole town, the surrounding canyon, and the remarkably saucer-esque shape cut into the natural bridge. You catch Stan's pleased grin from the corner of your eye as you gasp, taking it all in. Though the sun has long since set, the small glowing streetlights from the small town illuminate the surrounding trees, providing only a slight hint of mountains' shadows. It's not until seeing it from up here like this that it sinks in just how secluded from the world Gravity Falls is. It's almost like a hidden treasure among the evergreens. And though the black and thick forestry behind where you've parked it might seem daunting alone at night here with Stan, it just feels promising. So I'm guessing you like it, right? It's beautiful. As you survey the scene, you realize this cliff might be seems rather untouched, save for a flimsy barrier made out of iron and stakes just before its end. How did you find this place? Well, there's this other spot just like this one that I'm told the kids call Lookout Point. It's across from us actually. Stan points to the opposite the car, straight ahead. Huh. The place is infested with teenagers though. Saw it myself when I drove up here to help Dipper with a girl situation. Teenagers? Gross. Exactly. It hits you more fully now that you're here. We stand alone together, away from the world as you know it. You're thrilled, anxious, and suddenly don't know what to do with your hands. A nervous what the fudge? A nervous giggle escapes you, and Stan offers a kind and reassuring smile in return as he slings his arm along the back of his seat, crossing his legs over one another. The casual air contagious, and you think for a for it. So, how do you kill time in a place like this for 30 years, besides all the shack and the secret portal stuff? Stan laughs, scratching his cheek. Well, as you know, I'm full of surprises. I skip this town every now and then for actual supplies or a promising hookup. But as the shack became a household name, I had to stay put for longer and longer. So I'd make you do trying to enjoy the small town thing. You settle in? You're not budging until he elaborates. Like what though? The fun stuff, like disco nights? Stan scans the horizon, looking for something. Okay, there. See the bowling place? Used to have a team there. We were really good, thanks to yours truly. Until this wet blanket Toby came on board and had to use bumpers like a baby. Again, you didn't mean to laugh. Yikes. You got that right. Aside from that, there's a great taco joint and bar. The kids like to go to the arcade and the mini golf place is pretty decent. He starts counting his fingers. There's a mall, a creepy animatronic pizza place. I'm pretty sure that's Five Nights at Freddy's. A public pool, which I would not recommend by the way unless you're into this in strangers films. That all sounds pretty dang fun, minus the filth part. It sounds like there's actually a lot to do around here. It's weird, ain't it? It's like you'll never hear about a place, but if the situation calls for it, pow! It's right here in town. You really like hearing Stan talk about anything, really. The way he emotes with his hands and grit his voice, and the gradual increase of enthusiasm when he gets passionate, even about something small. And of course, he never fails to make you laugh. You can listen to him all night long. So you're prepared to do just that, adjusting your legs to a more relaxed position. Nothing wrong with taking advantage of legroom and these wide bench seats. What about the weirdly shaped building? That's the club. You see the look? Stan makes it though his next words laughing. That's the name. Honest. You start. Clever? The name might be questionable, but the place is nice enough to only let you in if you're rich. Only ever managed to sneak in there once. Bad vibes there, even for somebody like me. Worst of all, the food was mediocre. Not that kind of quality I didn't pay for. Graveyard. Nothing special there. Not even that spooky. Sure, the grave of America's lost president is there, and something about a national treasure. But I went there for myself for an artifact of inspiration, and there wasn't even a decent headstone to steal. I'm surprised that the place is still even here. There used to be an attraction in the middle of town. This Brad Gideon Gleeful. Hold on, Gleeful? Like Bud Gleeful? The car dealership guy, Gleeful? Yep, Gideon is Bud's snot-nosed kid. They used to run the scam that made money off of poor suckers and hopes and dreams by posing Gideon as a psychic. Oh no, that's just tasteless, and as you're probably imagining. He'd even dance around and sing like in a monkey in tux. So what? I had a real monkey at the shack back then, wore a hat and everything. Anyway, those idiots obviously ate it all up. He became my biggest competition and even bigger pain in my ass. That old factory is where they used to make his merchandise. What happened to Gideon? The kid that had some realizations, I guess. Like a lot of people in this town. Supposedly he's trying to get that silver spoon out of his mouth and be a normal tween like the rest of them. But who knows? Haven't heard about him this visit, so I can't tell you for sure. That must be a good sign. There's a lull in the cataphras. What the fuck is a cataphras? There's a lull. There's a lull in the conversation. A moment where the both of you are simply admiring the view. It seems you've inched your way closer to Stan. As he's speaking, because of all of a sudden, you realize that your leg isn't all far from his. A reflection of outside light on Stan's glasses keeps you from being able to read his expression from this position. Get closer. You very nearly closed the gap between you both, and it would have been smooth too, if not for the creak of the patent leather seat as you shifted. Stan grins, tells you noticed. Damn, time for a diversion. What's that water tower over there? Ah, the old chestnut. What does it look like to you? A muffin. Looks like a muffin. Not sure why anyone would choose that as a symbol for vandalism. Maybe it scares the hell out of anyone with a wheat allergy. Maybe a bran muffin. He wiggles his fingers like he's telling a spooky story. With extra raisins! I almost died up there once. It's a real doozy of a story. You take the bait? Do tell. It's how he does. With his usual flourish painting a picture of the time he and his great niece bravely scaled the tower and nearly got shaken from it by a video game character. Okay, what the fuck? A video game character come to life. You find yourself with another chance to move closer. Getting a bit closer. Stan's speech falters a bit as you inch closer and the side of your hand brushes his. But it continues when you leave it there. So I say the maple haven't just looked that straight into his dumb, ugly face. Finally, your thigh meets his, and suddenly he seems to have a pretty persistent itch on the back of his head because he can't stop rubbing it. And so the punk Robbie learned his lesson eventually. But, you know, his type are... I think I have an idea, yeah. Your eyes meet Stan's, and you hope to God he can't tell how your heart is hammering in your chest. Screw it, here goes nothing. You still your nerves, moving and gently resting your head on Stan's shoulder, leaning into its side. You hold your breath as you focus on the water tower in front of you, worried about what look he could be giving you. He clears it. Stan clears his throat, pulling his arm away from you for a moment. The feeling you just crossed the line makes you mentally curse yourself. Until he lets out an embarrassingly fake yawn, and and his arm above his head and out, resting it across his shoulders. I can't read anymore.
Need some
Hi.
water.
Who are you again? No, wait. No. Guess. Let me guess. Are you Kurt? I think I remember your profile picture being that. Hi!
Thea. Who's Thea?
My name is not Thea! Hi. How is it going? You're so excited by such and your success that it takes you a moment to realize the honest stretch. You just use that old cliche. And moreover, it worked. Let him enjoy his victory. You can't help but giggle. What? Stan reddens, smiling sheepishly down at you. You attempt to compose yourself. Nothing. You settle into your new spot in his hold, and he seems to relax a bit too. And you're so cute and endearing. Stan's chest puffs out at that with a laugh. Oh, you just said that out loud, didn't you? You'd be surprised at how little I've heard that before. Now that you're against his side, you really don't know what to do with your damn hands. Are they feeling extra steady? Curse these leather seats. Just do it. It's fine. It's like a hug. No big deal. You're basically holding each other while dancing, right? Tonight, right? Your arm, ever so slightly, comes to rest on his torso in a sort of loose embrace. You sigh in relief as Stan makes a sound of contentment and shifts his arm to account for your new place. For a moment, you dare not to say a thing, and instead you close your eyes. There's that set again, the overtone of treacle and mingled with leather, cigar smoke, and salt from its proximity in this car. It's just the right kind of overwhelming. You really can't believe this. Never in your wildest imagination you imagined this how your solo summer road trip would work out. But in this moment, you really can't imagine it in any other way. You're just happy. Whoa. Awooga. Hey, Stan? Yeah? Thanks for your help. His eyes meet your own as he smiled down on you. No problem, kid. This is what kind of souls like me do. Really a lifesaver, seriously. My car would have been a goner. And you rescued me from a blood drag by a mechanic, too. You can feel the rumble in Stan's chest as he hums. Crooks, all of them. Not even charismatic about it. That's certainly a plus, too. Your hand moves toward to his broad chest, just below the open view of his shirt. I'm not only thankful for the place to feel like though, that I've actually had an incredible time here. Seriously, I'm the luckiest person to be ever moved out of the forest by their car since it was by such a nice family. Even better than a simple road trip to the mystery shack, huh? Definitely. Mabel's words come back to you, despite your doubts begging you to not say anything stupid. Your heart is yelling at you. Tell him already. Damn it. You know what? Yeah, if I take the There's something in my nose. Wait, I need tissue.
You wanna play bed by that? Bed first after I'm done? Sure. So we're gonna lose. Oh wow. It's right here. The study. I know where.
If everything goes south, you're already about to pack your bags and leave. You never even have to think the name gravity falls over again. Right? Yep, here it goes. Stan, I really like you. You focus on the gold chain just by your fingertips and toy with it. Avoiding eye contact will keep your nerves while you still got them. You can hear him swallow thickly despite your heart drumming in your ears. Really enjoyed getting to know you in these past couple of weeks, even if you got me shot at. I can't tell you how much of a relief it's been not to not only escape death by complete boredom, but to also find myself having some of the most fun I've ever had. Period. You need an extra gulp of air for this next one. Take for tonight. I'm glad you got me. I'm gonna miss you. I glance up and there is Stan looking at you with a mix of emotions you can't quite place. You think you feel his pulse skip a beat under your palm. You're sure your own does the same as he looks away. His pronounced jawline is further exaggerated in the shadows, and you see it clench before he faces you again. You don't know you don't know who leads in first, or more anything, but suddenly Stan's hand is cupping your face and she looks at her eyes. It's sweet, but somewhat clumsy. Alice's glances remind you of the circumstance by hitting you on the cheek and leaves you close. You can't help but hum against his lips. And oh god, you forgot to breathe. You part and both of you breathing just a bit heavier than before. Stan's big dumb grin is accompanied by the pinch at your cheek. Are you okay? I think we could do better.
Whose name is Snaz?
Snaz. Stan laughs, cupping her face and bringing it to his lips together. What the fudge? Bringing his lips. I can't read! And bringing his lips into your one again. He's more confident now, and we're sure of his hands. His what the hell? Lasts longer, and shows no sign of stopping anytime soon. But from this angle, it's still a bit awkward, side by side like this. Stan makes a noise of surprise as you grab him by the collar and drag him down with you to the sea. But he laughs. But then he laughs, and you can feel a smile on yours. Ugh. Can't. Just wait, let me. Just wait. I can't even read anymore. It deepens before the stand breaks it. Instead of. Ho ho ho! I need somebody to put this. Honk! Wait, I need to read that again. Your fingertips are probably beyond repair at this point, and you have to admit, you were this way. You get caught up in the moment. This embrace, this is beautiful. both jolt, your heart slipping as and Stan's head shooting up with a noise so fast that it hits the roof of the car with an embarrassing clunk. He swears furiously, rubs his head as he looks for the source of the disruption. What the? Sorry, Mr. Pines! You bolt up at the noise, distant and slightly echoing. Stan practically growls, pinching at the bridge of his nose and hiding his face in shame. Sweet Moses. It was an accident, we swear! Oh god. Stan flips his headlights to illuminate another car with two people inside it. Directly across from you, at the cut point. It must have pulled the buggy you two were not looking. Stan kicks his door so open his door so hard and fast. You're amazed it's still on its hinges as he steps out. I'm gonna kill you, Robbie! Oh, it's Robbie. Robbie? Are you serious? Sure enough, the figure in the driver's seat scared the out of his wits fit the description of an angsty-looking emo teen. There's a girl in the seat next to him with purple hair who seems to be trying to hide her behind her phone as he slaps the boy's shoulder. We were just leaving. We didn't see your car when... I don't remember your last name right now, Robbie, but you're gonna hope I never find out. You're dead, yeah, hear me, kid? Dead! The other car screeches the rest of the way outside at that. A couple more accidental honks and a final I'm so sorry being thrown your way as it goes. That was absolutely mortifying. And although that's definitely the most embarrassed you've ever been, you kind of feel bad for the guy. Imagine being on the other end of this situation. Stan flops back into his seat, swearing another breath for a moment before sighing. He rose his face and with his hands before looking to you. Well, that happened. It seems nice. Stan grumbles, shutting his car door and starting up the engine. Can't even drive to a cliff and get any privacy in this town. Guess we could start heading back. He offers you an apologetic smile. We should, but can we take the scenic route? Yeah, absolutely. Luckily, the scenic route is also a long way home. You were mostly joking about the scenic route back to the shack during this time of night, but both Crafty Falls and Stan have a way of amazing you to know it. The bioluminescent mushrooms are sprinkled along the path on the trees. It's perfect